All right, it's MTG next door. It's Doc. Apparently we open packs with knives on this channel, so I brought my super cool knife that I purchased in the Peace Corps, and I finally got this thing. This is my Strixhaven box. Apparently Mr. A is pulled 3 of the same mythic. I am wondering if we have a sorting issue again. I thought the sorting for Kaldheim was a little off, but you know, we'll see what happens. Unlike Stitch, I do not hate... Oh boy. Yep, sloppiest channel on the internet. I got nothing against Harry Potter. I've got some things in this set that think, holy shit balls. All right, yeah, we're really screwing this up, and you can probably see how messed up my table is. I'm gonna not try to do that. Let's see what we do from here. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might read any of the commons if they look kind of cool. So let's see what we got. I also do not have a child who is... God, how do you do this, Stitch? Oh, okay, that's how you do it. Yeah, a good slashing knife, not a stabbing knife. All right, so it looks like we've got a stupid draft. We got a cute fox. A plains. We have our first lesson. Yes, I think Mr. A said you go lesson, then you go, how does this work? So yeah, land, lesson. And we got some comments here. So Witherbloom Pledge Made, a Tree Folk Warlock. And whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, gain 1 life. It's a 5/5. Not sure if I got a spot for that. Essence Infusion, 1 and a black, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature, it gains lifelink. Star Pupil, enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it, and when it dies, put its +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. That's weird. Exhilarating Elocution, 2 white black, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. Other creatures you control get +1/+1 till end of turn. Not bad. We're still in the commons. So I think this is definitely like a Silver Quill pack. So at least they did a little bit better with the theming here. So Guiding Voice, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Learn, which we will never use this card because we can't learn in Commander, and that just makes me sad. All right, some uncommons. Overgrown Arch, 1 in a green, Defender, tap it to gain a life, and you can sack it and learn. Again, we're not going to do that. Mortality Spear, 2 black, green, cost 2 to less if you gain life this turn. Destroy target non-land permanent. Yep, agree with Mr. A. That's good. All right, we got our first rare, and it is a Elf Druid. Oh, this is good. I think I wanted this one. So, Accomplished Alchemist, 3 and a green for a 2/5 Elf Druid. Add 1 mana of any color, or tap it and add X mana, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. I know exactly the deck this is going in, which is cool. All right, now we got an uncommon. Village Rite. Feel like there's still a lot of cards left. We got another uncommon. Expressive Iteration. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand, put 1 of them on the bottom of your library, and exile 1 of them. You may play the exiled card this turn. And that's that. Okay, that was a weird pack. Oh, that was a foil. I didn't even realize that was a foil. All right, foiling is not terrible this set. We'll take that. Once you get through, you knock the phone down again. What the living crap. Put that over there. Oh, we got a list card. Let's see, what do we get? All right, more Silver Quill people. So I gotta start separating these out first, so that one was a little lame. Maybe we'll do better next time, we'll see. All right, Foily Swamp. We got our lesson, which is to make an Inkling. So for those not familiar, Mr. A and Stitch are constantly bitching about how they need to have fewer tokens. What does Wizards do? Make a crap ton of brand new tokens for this set. Fuming Effigy, 4/3 Spirit. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. You could probably do something with that. Pillar Drop Rescuer, 4 and a white for a 2/2 Spirit with flying. When it enters the battlefield, return target creature with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Alright, I guess this might be a Lorehold deck. Blood Age General, 1 and a red. Spirit Warrior. Attacking spirits get +1/+0 until end of turn, except for the fact that most spirits are not red, brah. Lorehold Apprentice, white-red for a 2/2 Human Cleric. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell until end of turn, spirits you control gain tap. This creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. So if you got enough spirits out there, you could do some, you could lay the hurtin'. Alright, Returned Passcaller, 3 red, hybrid, white, flying for a 4/2 Spirit Cleric. Returned Passcaller enters the battlefield, return target spirit, instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. That's expensive. Alright, now we're, oh, well, we screwed that up. Professor of Symbology, 1 and a white for a 2/1 Core Cleric. Glad the core are back. When it enters the battlefield, learn. It will not be played by anybody at our table. Our red, I think Mr. A pulled this. Leonin Light Scribe, 1 and a white for a 2/2 Cat Cleric. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. That's not bad. I've been meaning to remake that cat deck. All right, we got another red. Ooh. Or another rare, I should say. Kiandina Substance. She is a 2/2 Elf Druid. Liking this already. Exile the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it into your hand. Otherwise, put a study counter on it. 4 and a green, create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Put a +1/+1 counter on it for each different mana value among non-land cards you own in exile with study counters on them. All right, I saw Stitch's cute little trick here. So Imbraham, Dean of Theory, flying. X blue, exile the top X cards of your library and put a study counter on each of them. Then you may put a card you own in exile with a study counter on it into your hand. So you can literally just pay blue and tap this guy, exile 0 cards, and take one of those counters that she exiled and put it in your hand. That's a lot of hoops to jump through. All right. Oh, okay. So we got a nice art harmonize. That's pretty. I like that. And we got a common foil. It is an Ogier Battle Seer. So you got an Ogre Shaman that's basically just hasty and you can scry. Yeah, okay. I'm not into that. Oh, hold on. I forgot we have our list card. So it's from 2004. Stephen Tappan. It's a 2/1. Oh, that's interesting. All right, definitely not a card I have because I have no Kamigawa cards. So Sensei Golden Tail, 1 and a white for a 2/1 legendary creature, Fox Samurai, because that's what I needed in my life. Bushido 1 and a white. Put a training counter on target creature. That creature gains Bushido 1 and becomes a samurai in addition to its other creature types. Play this ability only anytime you could play a sorcery. All right. If you could do that more frequently, that'd be pretty cool, but hey. All right, we'll take that. Most important thing, do not stab yourself. All right, let's see. No list card here. Looks like a wall of some flavor. Forest. Necrotic Fumes, 1 black black. As an additional cost of the spell, exile a creature you control. Exile target creature, planeswalker. I mean, that's not bad in like a token deck. You exile your token, you get rid of Kozilek, but, you know, we'll see. All right, Illustrious Historian, 1 in a red, 5. Exile Illustrious Historian from your graveyard, create a oh, that sucks. Excavated Wall, 1 for an 0/4 with Defender, pay 1 and tap it, mill a card, maybe. Stitch will play that. We got a Tome Shredder, 2 in a red for a 2/2 wolf with haste. Exile an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. Put a +1/+1 counter on Tome Shredder. Thrilling Discovery, red-white. You gain 2 life, then you may discard 2 cards. If you do, draw 3 cards. Interesting. Expel. All right, so I think we're in a lower hold one again, and I think it's all about this guy Quintorius. So 2 in a red, 2 in a white. Exile target tapped creature. Guess because you got all those indestructible guys still in standard. Anyway, Grinning Ignis, 2 in a red for a 2/2 elemental. Red, return it to its owner's hand. Add colorless red, activate only as a sorcery. I feel like you could do some stuff with that. All right, we got another expressive iteration. Ooh, we're into a rare right now. So we have a Dragon Guard Elite. You know, if I didn't know, I would say that this was going to be an elf, but it's not. It's a human druid. So 1 in a green for a 2/2 human druid. Whenever you cast or copy an instant sorcery spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Dragon's Guard Elite. 4 green, double the number of +1/+1 counters on Dragon Guard Elite. I guess that's all right. We got a rare down here for our card, Grape Shot. All right, I'm not unhappy about that. I did buy a Grape Shot a while back, but actually that art is really cool. And we have a common foil that's a Lash of Malice, and target creature gets +2/-2 until end of turn. Whatevs. And we got a Fractal. All right. Fractals. I feel like I had to do fractals in the 7th grade or some shit like that. For some reason, fractals have a negative connotation with me. No idea why. All right, very angry worm. Plains. Our lesson is pay 5 and make a 4/4 blue-green elemental creature token. Yeah, that doesn't seem too awesome. Tangle Trap. I feel like this might be a reprint. 1 in a green. It deals 5 damage to target creature with flying or destroy target artifact. Yeah. Scurrid Colony. Squirrel. 1 in a green for a 2/2 with reach, and it gets +2/+2 as long as you control 8 or more lands. All right. Spring Mage Shervin. 2 and a green for a 3/2 elk. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life. Oh yeah, so Mr. A thought I was going to really like this card, and I think this might go in my Markov deck at some point in time. Tenured Inkcaster, 4 and a black for a 2/2 Vampire Warlock. So when it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. So functionally, you're paying 5 for a 3/3. And whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So if you got a goodly number of vampires and they each have a +1/+1 counter on it, you can attack with 5 and you can do a hurtin'. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Next uncommon, Closing Statement. 3 white black. This spell costs 2 less to cast if you cast it during your end step. Destroy target creature or planeswalker you don't control. Put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature. Not bad, in conclusion. We got a Sorcery Humiliate. That's basically what Stitch and Mr. A have done to me 2 weeks in a row on our championship. White-black, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. Ouch. All right, we got a rare. Ingenious Mastery. X 2 and a blue. You may pay 2 and a blue rather than pay this spell's mana cost. If the 2 blue cost was paid, you draw 3 cards, then an opponent creates 2 treasure tokens, and they scry 2. If the cost wasn't paid, you draw X cards. So 3, so you pay 4 to draw 1 card, 5 to draw 2 cards, 6 to draw 3 cards. It really only starts to get effective at the higher levels, so I don't know, maybe okay late in the game. That is okay, but you know, it's got a lot of downside with it too. Anyway, all right, we got another rare. Selfless Griffweaver. Oh, I think we got him in the previous pack. He's a 2 and a white for a 2/3 human cleric. You can exile him, and creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. That's not bad. And the other side of him is Deadly Vanity. 5 black, black, black. Sweet Jesus. Choose a creature or planeswalker, then destroy all other creatures and planeswalkers. So it's a mostly awful board wipe. So it's 8, and I think Garruk's Wake is like 9, and you get all your creatures. I don't know. Not impressed. Oh, okay. Divine Gambit. I think that would be better if it wouldn't probably screw me in the A, but hey, whatever. And then, of course, we have a foil common. Not just that, a foil common we've already gotten. All right, 2 packs left. We're at 16 minutes. Probably because trying to open this and not slice myself is more difficult than it looks. Also, I have not sharpened this knife in a long time. Oh, list card. This is, all right. Cool story, bro. Forest. Start from scratch. So 2 in a red, 1 damage to any target, or destroy target artifact. Not amazeballs. Witherbloom Campus. I think we all agree these kind of suck. Witherbloom Pledge Mage, already got one. Essence Infusion, seen it. Star Pupils, seen it. Exhilarating Elocution, seen it. Spell Satchel, all right, that's new. 2 for an artifact, Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, put a book counter on Spell Satchel. Remove a book counter from Spell Satchel, add colorless. Okay. Remove 3 book counters from Spell Satchel and pay 3, draw a card. Uncommon. Stormkiln Artist. 3 in a red for a 2/2 Dwarf Shaman. He gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control, and then that's the big killer right there. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, create a treasure token. So that's pretty nice. All right, we got a rare. Strict Proctor, 1 in a white for a 1/3 Spirit Cleric. Flying. Whenever a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability to trigger, counter that ability unless its controller pays 2. So this hurts you too. So you have to put this in something that you know you're not going to be triggering. I guess it's an okay idea. All right, we have a Brainstorm. I've not been too thrilled with these that I've gotten thus far. I mean, Grape Shot was okay. Draw 3 cards and put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library. It's pretty. I do have to say the art on these is really pretty, and they did a good job. And then we got a foily. Oh, forgot we got the list card. All right. Ooh, this looks really old. It's a 1/1 Rebecca Guay. Hammer Mage, a 1 in a red for a Spell Shaper. X red, tap it, discard a card from your hand, destroy all artifacts with converted mana cost X or less. Yep. So that'll blow some stuff up. Not sure how I feel about that one, though. Also, Mercadian Masks. That was a weird set. I randomly got a bunch from my my next door neighbor. That's how I randomly have a food chain. Anyway, all right. That's that legendary pest that Stitch is hoping to pull. All right, Spirit Summoning. Yep, kind of sucks. Spiteful Squad, also called the guys that beat me up in the locker room in high school. 2 white black for a 0/0 human warlock death touch. Enters the battlefield with 2+1/+1 counters on it. When it dies, put its counters on target creature you control. I guess you're going, like, for some of these with death triggers, you're probably going with most recent Teysa. Arrogant Poet, 1 and a black for a 2/1 human warlock. When it attacks, you may pay 2 life. If you do, it gains flying. Silverquill Campus. Solve the equation. 2 and a blue, search your library for an instant or sorcery card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shelf your library. Yeah, okay, that's awesome. So, hold on. Did I get that right? So basically, this is a Mystic Tutor for 2 more, but it goes straight into your hand. Yeah, that's good. And at uncommon level. Okay, well, I'll have fun with that. Plumb the Forbidden, 1 and a black for an instant. As an additional cost of the spell, you may sacrifice 1 or more creatures. When you do, copy the spell for each creature sacrificed this way. You draw a card, and you lose 1 life. Not bad. In the right deck. Mage Hunter, 3 and a black for a 3/4 horror. Whenever opponent casts or copies an instant or sorcery spell, they lose 1 life. Uncommon. Common. Access Tunnel. Tap it for colorless. 3. Tap it. Target creature with power 3 or less can't be blocked this turn. So basically a Rogue's Passage. Alright, we got a rare. That's an interesting looking one. Culmination of Studies. X, blue, red. Exile the top X cards of your library. For each land card exiled this way, create a treasure token. Okay. For each blue card exiled this way, draw a card. Okay. For each red card exiled this way, Culmination of Studies deals 1 damage to each opponent. Not bad. Oh, hold on. I have a young gentleman here to see me. I'm going to fan these out and see if we get anything else. We got Infuriate. Mage Duel. Yep, that's it. Y'all take care.